sports. It's in the game.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he said,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield on play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's Taylor on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit and makes them a little bit less confident.
Back to Foreman on 1st.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, son.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4.
Right.
Now Fields. And pass complete to Moore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. Leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore from 4 yards out.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
35-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White.
To about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with White. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll work down inside the 45.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll try the right side here with White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, guys, dig deep. Come on, guys, pick it up. Push through, baby, let's do this!
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Mayfield now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rashad White. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And running with power here. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now motion left with Mooney. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields rolling to his right. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
From his own end zone, Fields on 3rd and long. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At that 18-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that's a gutsy call there on third and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Going right side is White. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
Here we go, son.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This is White on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th.